Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the proposed elimination of the Upward Bound and the Educational Talent Search programs by the federal government. And of course, we have to talk about these two very, very significant programs. Ms. MLove. Ms. MLove is the director of the TRIO program at Tennessee State University. And of course, with Ms. MLove is Ms. Hayes, Ms. Victoria Hayes. And Ms. Hayes is the assistant director of the program at Tennessee State University, as well as in charge of educational talented search at Tennessee State University as part of this program. And of course, Ms. Love and Ms. Hayes, let me welcome both of you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
And tell you how delighted we are, Ms. Love, to have you and Ms. Hayes with us this morning. And we can now say that we would like to get some background information from you. And I'm reminded that you are the wife of Representative Harold Love. And I had Representative Harold Love on this show, I guess about 25 years ago. But let's talk about your background and your education and some of the things that were important in bringing you to Tennessee State University, Ms. Love.
Okay, originally I came here as a student to pursue a degree in mathematics and later on earn a master's degree in mathematics. And I returned to the university in 1956 as an assistant professor of mathematics. And I taught from 1956 to 1972. And in 1974, I became the director of the TRIO programs and have served in that capacity ever since.
And so you've been very involved in that particular program for a long time.
Yes, I have.
And these programs are very, very dear
they are.
To you, and you're concerned about some of the things that are happening in reference to these programs, and we'll talk about some of those things later
okay.
on. Ms. Hayes, let's have you to give us some information about how you became involved with these programs.
Well, originally I am from Nashville, Tennessee. A graduate of Pearl Cone High School. I was actually in the Upward Bound program. So I know of the benefits of the program. And then I enrolled at Tennessee State University under the degree of mathematics. So I have my bachelor's in mathematics as well as a master's in mathematics. So I've been with the program since 1985. I was a participant. I worked as a tutor counselor, and then I became a counselor with the Educational Talent Search program, and now I'm the assistant director of the program. So I can really tell you of the goodness of the program and the importance.
In other words, you're a personal testimony in a real sense, Ms. Hayes, in terms of what can be done and what has been done in reference to this program. And so you say that you entered the Upward Bound program. When did you enter the Upward Bound program? Speak to that.
I entered the program in 1985. That was my beginning of my sophomore year at Pearl Cone. And the program really helped me. It helped me with time management, knowing how to study with my study skills. It helped me organize the things that I know that the students need to organize today, that they need to be focused on their academics so that they can succeed.
And so, so you became involved in this program and eventually ended up going to college and ended up with a mathematics degree, and a master's in mathematics. And you think that you can trace it all back to the Upward Bound program?
I can trace it all the way back.
And I think this, that's about the best testimony that you could have in reference to that. Let's talk about this program, the TRIO program, I think it at one time was called. Ms. Love.
Yes. Originally, the Upward Bound program was funded in 1964, and the first Upward Bound program was really a pilot program in 1965. And then the following year, in 1965, the Educational Act provided for funds for the establishment of the Educational Talent Search program. Then in 1956, I believe, the Student Support Services came about, and this is how we got the name TRIO programs. But since that time, there have been many other programs added to that list. But because it took us some time to get our congressional folks to understand what TRIO was all about, once they added another program or a couple more programs, rather than confuse them to make them think that we're talking about different programs, we've used the acronym TRIO, which does not mean three as we normally look at TRIO as being three. So we have some that was called, we have the Upward Bound program, the Educational Talent Search program, Student Support Services program, then there's an Educational Opportunities program, And we have the McNair post-baccalaureate program, which is named for the astronaut that was killed in that spaceship, right. So we really have 5 of those programs. In addition to that, we also have what we call the Veterans Upward Bound program that does the same thing for the veterans who, as they do for the regular upward bound students.
And
right.
so in a real sense, when we talk about the proposed elimination of the Upward Bound program and educational talented search, we are in reality talking about the elimination not only of a program here or there, but we're talking about the elimination of quite a bit of activity in terms of bringing people into society and et cetera. And of course, let's take this first commercial break, and we'll be back with our audience to continue our discussion following this very, very short. The topic is the